raid. Oh, hey there, I didn't see you. I just came back from Area 51 and found real-life Pokemon. Can you believe that? Can you believe the government was hiding this from us? Unbelievable. Hey everybody, my name is Noah, welcome back to the show, and I need to put this down because it's sharp and I don't want to hurt myself. Back again with the mic that doesn't work, back again with the monster mashup, again, still a working title, and I unfortunately actually don't have monster at the moment. I have been going through withdrawals. It's not great, but don't you worry about a thing, guys. I have a substitute for monster. I am of legal age. So today, on this episode of White Claw Mashup, apparently, just like last time, we're going to be talking about a few stories, instead of just talking about one specific thing. And without further ado, let's just jump into it. The Area 51 raid. I know, I thought it died too. So the Area 51 raid was conducted yesterday, and nothing happened. Nothing really happened. From the New York Times, quote, just to make sure I'm still in frame, quote, Area 51 raid, they come in peace so far in search of aliens. What started as a joke has attracted visitors from all over the world to tiny, desolate Nevada towns. Hundreds of people in search of aliens, bragging rights, or just a good time have descended on a desolate Nevada town, answering the call of a meme-inspired Facebook event encouraging them to, quote, storm Area 51. That the entire... You lazy pieces of shit. That is the entire article. What am I stepping in? There's something on my floor that's cold and moist. I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm really hoping it's not leftover nut. Nothing really transpired. No one died. No one actually ran into Area 51 in search of clapping some alien cheeks. A few people did do the Naruto run. I was actually pleasantly surprised to see that wasn't just like a throwaway thing. Like people actually went to Area 51 just to Naruto run. That I can't tell if that brings me joy or sadness. Surprisingly, there were a lot of people who went straight up, like right to the gates of Area 51. And they didn't get fired at. They didn't get shot. I was quite surprised because I was under the impression that if you came within like a certain radius of Area 51, you were getting shot. But there were people like literally just talking to the guards, and they didn't get shot. They didn't get like batoned. None of that. There were tanks. I did see one picture of a bunch of people who were, quote, raiding Area 51, even though no one actually raided. And there were like helicopters and tanks, and I'm like, bruh, my pants, let me tell you, my pants would be one shitload heavier if I were in that situation. Oh, you know what I just realized? I think the cold and wet parts of my floor, I think that was from when I jumped up like this and I dropped White Claw on the floor. Mystery solved. Next story. That was actually kind of perfect. PewDiePie cancels $50,000 donation to the ADL. So if you don't know the story already, PewDiePie, when he made his 100 million subscriber special on YouTube, where he showcased the play button and he talked about like his adventure going from 0 subscribers all the way up to 100 million. In the video, he said that he's donating $50,000 to the Anti-Defamation League. Not a lot of people were super excited about this move that PewDiePie made. The Anti-Defamation League is known like very heavily for bullying people who don't subscribe to their politics, putting basically everything under the sun under the category of white supremacist symbol. And they were one of the first people who championed Maker's decision to drop PewDiePie from their program after the whole Fiverr controversy happened. So a lot of people were like, wait, okay, Felix, what are you doing? This isn't a good move. The Anti-Defamation League is a very questionable organization, which I would agree with. They're very sketchy at best, if I'm gonna be honest. And in a later video, he basically said that he's retracting the donation. He's not going to donate to the Anti-Defamation League, and the only reason he said he was going to in the first place was because I guess someone like suggested to him that he should donate to the ADL, and he thought it would be a good idea because, you know, it's an anti-hate group. Who would be mad against that? And on top of the fact that, you know, it would be a good way of him to sort of shed all of the past controversies off of his back. So he's like, okay, this is a perfect move. I'll donate $50,000 to the Anti-Defamation League. You know, it's an anti-hate organization, so no one's gonna be mad. I can sort of get rid of these rumors that I'm racist or that I'm a Nazi because I'm donating to an anti-hate group that specifically fights against anti-Semitism. It's all perfect. And then after his fans backlashed against it and basically said like, yo, Felix, this isn't a good idea, he did a little bit more research on the organization and was like, okay, this is a pretty questionable company. This is a pretty questionable organization. I probably shouldn't donate $50,000 to them. And so he retracted the donation. He said he's still going to donate to something. He just doesn't know what yet. But it's not going to be the Anti-Defamation League, which I am very happy about, because I would probably be pretty happy if the Anti-Defamation League just went under. Nintendo Direct happened, and it was kind of embarrassing, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. At least from my perspective, because all I really cared about was Pokemon Sword and Shield news, and oh boy, was it laughably bad. They showed off the fact that you were able to customize your character, which, you know, no shit. We kind of already figured that we'd be able to customize our character, given the fact that we've been able to do that for the last 2 generations. But then again, we said the same thing about Mega Evolution, and that's out the window now, so I guess, you know, that anything can happen. And then they showed off the new version of like Pokemon Refresh or Pokemon and Me, whatever you want to call it, and it's basically a camp where, I don't know if you can only do this in the wild area, or if it's something you can do everywhere, but you can basically camp out with your Pokemon, and it's, again, sort of this game's version of Pokemon and Me and Pokemon Refresh and all that, where you can, you know, raise your Pokemon's affection, cure any status ailments like paralysis or poison, feed them treats, all that shit. And they showed out that the food that you're able to feed your Pokemon this time around is rice and curry. And they have a full codex of curry flavors. National Dex in Pokemon Sword and Shield? Nah. Curry Dex in Pokemon Sword and Shield? That's hot. Said nobody fucking ever, dude. What the hell were they thinking with this? When you really think about it, it's actually kind of sad how not self-aware Game Freak actually is. Like, they genuinely think that being able to camp with your Pokemon and being able to feed them a whole codex worth of rice and curry flavors is going to make up for the lack of a National Dex or the lack of actually good battle animations. Like, it's like they don't even know what the fan base is even thinking at this point. I can see this is probably what went down at Game Freak, right? Sir, our fan base is pissed off at us that we don't have National Dex or actually halfway decent battle animations. What should we do, man? People are boycotting Sword and Shield. Curry Dex. By God, you're a genius. Like, no, that's not the thing that's gonna win people over, Game Freak. You need to realize that you're gonna have to pull off some miraculous shit to get people to buy this game. Apart from Pokemon Sword and Shield news, the only thing I really remember from the Nintendo Direct is the fact that Sans is in Smash now. And I just remember being slightly disappointed that he's not actually a fighter, but rather he's just a skin for the Mii Gunner. So those are the 3 stories for this this time around here on Hard Seltzer mashup. I don't know what the fuck to call this show, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video today. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And I hope to see you all the next time I make a natural lime mashup. This is Niall, signing out.